Hey there friends, my name is Melanie and you're watching akaMommy, and today I wanted to share with you what's in my freezer and kind of how I organize my freezer. And just as a little added something, I decided to kind of fill you in on what my thought process is when I'm making our meal plans and I'm standing in front of my freezer. So I'm going to take you into my kitchen and then down to my garage. I actually have 3 freezers. You guys, don't judge. We're a big family and I will explain all of it to you guys whenever you see what we have going on. But I'm going to go ahead and take you to the kitchen first and show you what is in my freezer in the kitchen, and then we will go from there. All right friends, so we are in my kitchen. You can see me in the reflection. This is our new refrigerator that we had to purchase. This is just a side-by-side refrigerator and freezer, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Now, you will probably be able to tell that I did not organize this prior to showing you this. So, here we go. Up top, obviously we have ice. This is the shelf for ice cream. My husband and my father-in-law, who does live with us, love ice cream, and so we do have a couple different varieties. This is actually pretty much empty, but that is a shelf for them. I buy them ice cream when they need it. Ooh, the ice just dropped. Okay, so this next one down here, as you can see, it says veggies, and we have a couple different things in here. This is a little more full than it's supposed to be, but this is basically where I just keep vegetables. Usually what is in this is the vegetables that I'm going to be using this week. So this freezer is where I keep everything that I plan on preparing this week. But because we've had to do a little bit of switching around, it's holding a little bit more right now. I need to organize it. This next shelf has meat in it. I'm going to be batch cooking this bacon today, and so I've got that in there. I also have some chicken here that we can use for a lunch one day. I also have just some other things. My husband loves these chicken patties, and so he has them for lunch sometimes. So that's what we have here, basically just meat. And if I had meat that I needed to, that I knew I was going to be preparing, I would pull it up from one of our other freezers and put it here. And then in the bottom, I have fruit that we can use in smoothies. And so that is what is there. Down here, I have a couple of special things. This I purchased this year at Christmas time. Didn't use hardly any of it, so I've got it in my freezer to save. And then this is just some hot cocoa. Again, those will stay there. Someone has been into this one because that is open. We have some turkey burgers here. Again, just something I can pull out easily for lunch. And then this is coffee that I do keep in my freezer until I'm ready to use it. So this is a couple of different types of coffee. These were given to me as Christmas gifts. And so there's coffee here, a little bit of coffee here. So that is where we keep all of that. And then at the top here, I get questions about these all the time. These I have purchased at Trader Joe's, at Kroger, and at Walmart. So I just keep these little cubes up here. I have ginger, I have basil, I have some sauteed onions, and then I also have garlic in here, which I'm not sure which one the garlic is, but there you go, crushed garlic. So if you are not sure where to find these, I have found those at all 3 of those stores. So that is everything that is in this front freezer. And like I said, I will go down to my freezer in the garage, our biggest freezer, and I will pull up things at the beginning of the week that I know I'm going to make, and I will fill this freezer with everything that we will need for the week. And that way it's close and I don't have to go down to the garage again. So we do have one other freezer up here. I'm gonna show you really quickly what's in that one. Okay, so this is the second freezer that we have in the main part of our house. This is a freezer on top, refrigerator on bottom. So what we have here, this basket is supposed to be for bread. So rolls, biscuits, things of that nature. We also have some French toast sticks in here and a little breakfast pastry type thing. So this pretty much holds bread or breakfast items. We have some waffles here, and then this is actually in the wrong place, but this holds ice packs, wraps, things that we might use for lunches and so forth, so that all of that is contained in one place. I'm gonna stick that there for now. Down the bottom here, we have a couple of frozen meals for my father-in-law in case he needs something and I'm not home to make dinner. I have to be honest, these are probably expired. They've been in here for so long. But he is the only one that eats both of those. I have some udon noodles here. Those are actually going to be part of our meal plan for this week. This, yes, it does say Mommy's Stash. This is my goodness, my box of goodness. I will have one of these, or you know, maybe 2 of them a week, but that is to last me for the whole year. And so I keep them in the freezer to keep them very, very delicious. And then we also have some candy here for my kids. We tend to buy candy more at certain times of the year, and then I will put it in the freezer, and then, you know, we have candy if we want it, or if, you know, I decide to give my kids something. I freeze a lot of things, you guys. Here in the door, we have some chili that I made homemade. I have some soup from Costco. This is the chopped vegetable and barley. Chocolate chips, more chocolate chips. These I purchased over the Christmas holidays to do some baking with, and we just didn't use all of them, so there's that. These are some little toppings for ice cream, and then these are actually my 2 ice creams, both of which are probably not good anymore because they've been in here for so long. But that is everything in this freezer. Again, this is not one that I come to all the time. It's just a good place to store things that I would like to be able to get to, but don't necessarily have to get to all the time, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you our last freezer. Okay, so now we are in my garage, and I just have a stand-up freezer down here. It is very cold, so I'm gonna try to do this quickly. This is where I keep the bulk of our freezer items. So over here we have butter that I use. I don't know why I seem like I'm so, there, the zoom had been affected. Okay, so butter. This I purchased because I was gonna have some people over this summer, and it's just still there. Chopped nuts. I have hummus down here. Soups and things like that. This is some more chili. We have some potatoes down here. Cookie dough, again, purchased over the holidays, and we didn't use all of it, so I didn't want it to go bad. I put it in here. This is a huge bag of candy. Again, I tell you guys, we have it from Halloween, Christmas. This, you guys, I think that is from last Easter. I'm not kidding. We hardly ever buy candy because we always have so much of it. So this is where I normally keep bacon. I'm all out right now except for what you saw upstairs. What is upstairs used to be here, but I pulled it out because I'm going to be cooking it this week. So normally the bacon goes in here. Beef is in here. I have a roast right now, and then some venison as well. This one has sausage in it right now. It does not have a label because I haven't decided for sure if that's what's always going to go there. Garlic bread. Normally I try to keep bread up in here. This shelf right here is for easy meals. That's kind of what I would call this shelf. So we have French fries and meatballs. Let's see, back here we have some tortelloni. That right there is just something that I made extra of and decided to freeze it. Shredded taco chicken. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's just something easy. It's already prepared. I can pull it out, defrost it, and it's an easy lunch or dinner item. This is more vegetables. So this normally would be a lot more full, but the one that's upstairs is a little bit too full right now. So I keep frozen vegetables here. And then the ones, like I said, the ones I want to make for the week, I pull out and I move upstairs. And then everything down here, for the most part, is chicken. I order through Zaycon, and so this entire shelf, it is stocked full. I have chicken thighs in here, and I also have chicken tenderloins in here. That's what is on that entire shelf, you guys. This basket is holding chicken breasts. Let's see if I can, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it out of there. Basically, you guys can see that that's full, but this is what it looks like. When I get my chicken from Zaycon, I put it in individual bags according to how much I will most likely need for a meal, and I stick it in here, and this is where we pull from. The only other thing down here is a boneless pork loin that I got from Kroger, but for the most part, that is all chicken. So I'm gonna step back, and you guys, it's dirty. We're in a garage. I don't know if your garage is clean, but mine's never clean. So this is what my freezer down here looks like, and to be honest with you, this is kind of empty for what it normally has, but we've been trying not to spend a lot of money on food lately. I'm gonna go ahead and close this, so I'm just letting all that cold air out. Okay, I had to come back upstairs. It was freezing in there. So yeah, like I said, guys, We have been trying to cut back on our spending as far as on food, and we have a fully stocked freezer when it comes to meat. So we're trying to kind of go through those things, and that's why we don't have a lot of extra stuff in our freezers right now, but we have a lot of food. So I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit of how I organize my freezers, what's in my freezers, and also getting a little bit of a glimpse into how I go through the process of transitioning things to different freezers. Basically, that's what I do. I make my list, and then I go down to my main freezer. I pull out pretty much everything that I think I'm going to need for the week ahead. I move it to the front freezer, and that way when I'm preparing food, when I'm making dinner, I don't have to go down and sort through everything. I can just get it all in one trip, and everything is in my freezer that's in my kitchen, so that in the morning, like this morning, I needed to pull out chicken thighs because that's what we're having for dinner. So I just pulled them out so that they can thaw, and I'm good to go. So that is how I keep everything organized. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure that you give it a thumbs up so that I will know that you like organization videos like this. And until next time, you guys, I hope that you are all doing very, very well and that you're very, very blessed, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.